Backyard Ultra Weekly. I'm Pato, and before I forget, please hit the subscribe button as well as that like button. So there have been some movers and shakers on the Bigs at Large list recently, mainly due to the massive results at Dead Cow Gully. With 100 days till Bigs, I thought it might be a good idea just to talk about the at large list a little bit and share some stats. So at the moment, the 75th spot on the at-large list is Ildar Kamaletdinov from Russia, who gets on the list with the last one standing result of 81 yards. On top of the at-large list is Lukac Robel with 116 yards. There are currently 12 runners on the list who have earned their place with 100 yards or more. There are 4 runners whose results from Dead Cow Gully have earned them their place on the at-large list. They are Oriel with 102 yards, Jono Ash with 100 yards, Michitaro Mizuno with 94 yards, and Simon McLean from New Zealand with 90 yards. This weekend, there's just 6 backyard ultras around the globe, with 3 in the USA, 1 in Germany, 1 in Brazil, and the Sting, which is being run for the first time in the UK. Hollie, the race director of the Sting, came on to have a chat about it. Hi, Hollie. How you going?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. You must be excited for the weekend with the big race.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't believe it's actually finally here, to be honest. Um, but yeah, very excited.
Yeah, unreal. So tell me a little bit about it. It's called the Sting Backyard Ultra, is that right?
Yeah, the Sting. So it's a backyard ultra. It came about because basically my running club, I'm a run leader for my running club, and I'd heard about this backyard ultra and I kind of deep dived into this world, but there wasn't anything like that in our area.
Hmm.
So I went to my to the chair of our club and our founder Dion, and basically said, "Would you consider putting on an event like this?"
Right.
And that's where it was kind of born, this idea.
Yeah, unreal. And this is the first backyard ultra ever organised?
Yeah, it's the first thing I've never been a race director before.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
yeah, this is the first time for anything like this.
Yeah. And when did you, or how long ago did like you start thinking about the idea? When did that start? Or when did it happen?
Uh, So it was probably about a year ago, and then the planning started 10 months ago. We've done this literally within 10 months. So I kind of once I went to Dion with this idea, I had the idea and she had the passion and the enthusiasm and just went all for it and said, let's go.
Yeah.
Which was incredible. Like to see Dion work behind the scenes is incredible. She's our event organizer. Um, and that's kind of how it's come about. Yeah, 10 months and here we are.
So was there like anything about backyard ultras that inspired you to get started, like a particular race or anything like that, or a particular runner, or anything about the format that attracted you to it?
So I'd already done a couple of ultras myself, and I was already really interested in sort of the endurance side of running and seeing how far a person can push themselves. And then when I saw the backyard ultra format, I think like a lot of people, the concept kind of just blew me away because you kind of you've got this aid station every 4 miles. So it just seems like the possibilities are just so different compared to other formats of ultras that you can run. And I mean, to be fair, I've always been blown away by Sarah Perry, but obviously watching Sarah, she's a huge inspiration to me. And just seeing how far so many athletes were going. Obviously, you've got bigs, but then there's so many incredible events in the UK too. And I just kind of got absorbed by this whole world of backyard ultras and thought, I have to be
Yeah,
a part of this. So,
yeah, that's
yeah.
unreal. So whereabouts is the Sting located?
So we're in Richmond in North Yorkshire in the UK. It's a very small rural town. It's a Georgian town. Um, but it's just such a spectacular place here. I mean, I've lived here my whole life, but the course that we've got and where we are, it's so special. And I think that the athletes that come to our event will see just how special this course is. It's got ancient woodlands, it's got Richmond Castle, it's got so many folklore here and legends. It's got abbeys and ruins, and it's all on one course.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really special.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And what's it like as far as like running surface goes? And are there any hills or anything like that?
Richmond. Well, if you're not from Richmond, those that are local that run around here would probably say Richmond's notoriously hilly.
Right.
But saying that, compared to others in the UK, it's not the hilliest. So I think it works out around 261 feet of elevation per lap.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not flat. However, there is some really nice long stretches where it is flat and very runnable, but then there's very clear areas on the course that you would walk. There's like, definite hills, but you can walk them.
Mm.
I think it's kind of a nice middle ground. So it's got the opportunity to change your pace. So you can walk and run and jog and get around very easily.
Okay, yeah, it sounds perfect. And what about how many runners have signed up?
So we sold out. We've got over 200 runners due to
Wow,
start on the start line. Yeah,
huge.
we can't believe that 200 people are turning up, and we've actually managed to sell out. Um, it's just beyond what we actually thought. I mean, obviously we had capacity. We knew that our license held for 200 people, but the fact that 200 people have actually booked on and want to come and give this a go, we're so incredibly thankful and excited to welcome everyone to our start line.
Yeah, yeah, great. Now, are there any runners who people should keep their eye on?
So I'm not gonna call people out. I'm not gonna name names
Okay,
because
yeah,
people might not like that. I don't know, but there's been quite a few. There's around at least 6 runners that have put that they estimate for over 36 hours.
yeah, cool.
So that's quite serious territory, really, in the world of backyard ultras.
Yeah.
However, so I ran the Rasselbock Backyard Ultra in March, and
Oh,
there's a few runners that have come. That was kind of where I first experienced the backyard ultra myself. I had
yeah,
to go and run one before we put
yeah.
one on. um, and I met some incredible athletes there that I know are coming to run this event,
Mm,
and I'm really excited to see what they do.
yeah.
But
Well,
even those that run one lap, I think it's just amazing that people
yeah.
just come
Yeah, well,
and experience.
there'll be at least a couple of people running a distance PB after their first lap, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's just amazing. I think that the fact that you can come back and have support every 4 miles and have your friends and your crew cheering you on, um, no matter what your experience is just it's such a fantastic way to get into running, especially whether you want to go longer or just build up, your own PB.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
yeah. And how's the weather forecast looking?
Oh my goodness. It's only a heat wave.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So, I mean, I was thinking, I've been doing risk assessments and oh my goodness, so many different possibilities with the weather. And I thought, what's the best and the worst outcome? I thought, well, it's either going to be really, really, really raining and horrendous, or it's going to be absolutely scorching. And it's forecast for like 28 degrees here in the UK, which is hot for us here,
Yeah,
So we've definitely put things in place for make sure everyone's hydrated and just keep an eye on that. Yeah.
yeah, sure. So, is there much shade on the course, or will they be running in the exposed to the full sun for a lot of it, or
So a lot of it's in woodlands, so
no?
it's pretty sheltered. There are some stretches where you can't avoid the sun, but for the most part, a long section of it, about a mile, is under trees, which is a long flat old train line,
Mm,
which is really nice, and yeah, there's a lot of woodland,
mm.
thankfully.
So how many loops are you prepared for? Are you going to be staying up for the whole thing and ringing the bell like Laz every yard?
So with Dion, the event organizer, who's like I said, the founder for our running club, she's absolutely there with me the whole way. And what we've decided to do is we'll just see how we feel on the first night. I mean, I definitely don't want to go to bed unless I'm absolutely
Yeah,
exhausted.
yeah,
But then we'll probably do shifts, just go and get a couple of hours here and there when we feel
mm,
like we need it.
yeah,
But no, I'm absolutely prepared to stand there an hour in each hour with my bell.
Yeah,
The runners are doing it, so we can do it too, right?
yeah. So how can people follow along? Is there like Facebook and live timing or anything like that?
So we don't have the event fully live streamed, but I'm planning to live stream from our Instagram account, which you can find at the Sting Backyard Ultra, and our Facebook page as well. We're planning to do obviously regular updates, and yeah, we'll try and live stream as much as we can on there. But that'll just be probably as the laps start. We'll keep everybody updated that way.
All right. And yeah, it sounds really good. I'm really looking forward to it. What time does it start? Is it on Saturday?
Yeah, so it's Saturday. We start at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, 12 p.m. lunchtime.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks heaps for coming on, and all the best at the first running of the Sting this weekend.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited. Just hope it goes smoothly.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great weekend and enjoy your running.